I'm going to talk about Out of This World, the book by Neville Goddard, chapter 2. It completely aligns with my course, The Mega Manifestation Method, which you can get if you go to my website, rebeccatripp.com. And I'll even give you a free session with me if you buy my course and a copy of my book, Secrets of a Metaphysical Flight Attendant. But in that session, we can really hone in on how you too can be a master manifester. Because we all have the capability lying within us to be super beings, supernatural. The supernatural is actually very natural once you get the hang of it. But he talks about in chapter 2 that assumptions become facts in the three-dimensional world. What we're living with are the assumptions that we've already made about how we're supposed to be living. That's what our life is all about. And he also mentions that once we remove the veil of the senses, the 5 senses that we use to operate in the three-dimensional world, and we remove that veil, we go to the 4th dimension, the spiritual dimension. And we have options there. We can create our own waking dream. He claims that we have about 3 options usually for anything that's coming down the road for us. Maybe it's a move, maybe it's a career, maybe it's a relationship, but we don't have just one option. We don't have to live by default. We can actually consciously choose what we desire as the best option. And when we learn how to go within, the way Neville teaches us to do, we can actually become creators, co-creators with our higher selves, and get to live our lives in a whole different way. So if you want to change your experience, here's another tip he gives you in this chapter that I love. When you're going within, we all have friends, family, people in our lives, co-workers that we exchange communication with. You know, we run into people. Well, if you really want to assume a new attitude, to manifest your desire, you must envision yourself interacting with these people that are in your life in the way that you will interact when you have manifested what it is that you're working on. You can't just continue to exchange conversations with them in the old way that you were operating with before you had this strong desire to create a waking dream that was totally different from what you're experiencing right now. So if you imagine you're having conversations with family members and friends, and you are living as if your desire has been manifested right now, you'll have a different experience. And that is going to catapult the whole thing into operating in a much faster, exponential way once you understand that you can't just keep being that same old person that you always were. You must become the one you desire to be. Now, he also gives you 3 different steps to take to get clarity on how you can do this, how you can actually bring into your experience something that you desire. Number 1, you must be very clear on what it is that you want. You must really focus on it as something that you got to have it, and know that that is exactly what you want. It could be anything. Pick something. Could even be just more money would change your life. Some people do that. They realize that if they have more money in their bank account, then they can do certain things that they want to do, and everything else might fall into place. Or it could be living in a different place, or having a completely different kind of career. But if you get clarity on what it is that you want, that is very, very important. Every time I've been totally clear that I knew I was wanting to manifest a certain thing, it would come into my experience. Number two, you must construct an event that will take place following the manifestation of this desire. It could be sitting in your new car, driving away. It could be sleeping in the bed in your new house. I've done this many times. It could be picturing yourself and feeling like you are actually working in that new career and you fit in, you enjoy it, you're respected. Or it could be having a different kind of relationship with everyone in your life, feeling like everyone responds to you differently. And you have those conversations with these people that are very positive and uplifting and empowering and loving. And it all works out in a different way than the way it's going right now. Number three, you must immobilize your body. That means go into a meditative state, that state akin to sleep, with your eyes closed, your eyes tilted upward behind your eyelids, looking up at the third eye, totally relaxed. You relax your whole body. That's where my Mega Manifestation Method course comes in. I have 2 relaxations in there that you can use to get into that state. And once you do it regularly, it's very easy to go there. It's called getting into the alpha theta level of consciousness, where you can use your imagination to visualize that end result that you desire. And so once you're there, you feel yourself right into it, in the now. It has to be in the now, not in the future. Don't dwell on the past. Forget about the past. Let the dead bury the dead. You know, you must let go of the past and live in the now. Right now, you are experiencing that end result that you desire, whatever it is. And, you know, it has to be within the possibility area, within your own life experience. But as you keep doing it and practicing, you move higher and higher and higher up the ladder, and you're manifesting more and more effortlessly. And you can go, each step gets better and better. So don't hold back. There are always several futures for you to experience that are coming down the road for you. And what you've been doing and living in your past and your present is what's having an impact on the kind of future you're going to live. But when you begin to become really aware and really conscious of the concept that you can go into that other dimension where you shut out your senses and you feel what you desire like it's already happened, it has to happen.